My name is Joy, and today I'm going to be talking about why I decided to go to art school, why I'm graduating from an art school, why I decided to stay in an art school, and really the benefits overall of going to an art school. So I went to Savannah College of Art and Design on the campus here in Atlanta, which is a lot different than the one in Savannah. But I always knew I wanted to go to art school, so I would test different schools, like different areas, New York, Ridley. I did like a whole bunch of different schools, like the New School in New York, Drexel, which wasn't an art school, but the main reason I chose an art school versus regular school is because in high school, I was taking a lot of classes that I just simply didn't care about, and I was like, if anything, I feel like my motivation was kind of to be more in a trade school because I knew what I wanted to do. I started my first business at like 6 or 7 years old, so like I knew exactly what I wanted to hone in and do. And so I didn't want to go to university because like my dad, he really was like, oh my gosh, like go to a university because you might change your mind and you might want to go to a different major, and like art schools, the credits don't necessarily transfer. And I was like, no, like I know I want to go to art school. I know I want to go to school for graphic design. Like I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't want to change my major or anything like that. Like I was very set, like a year before I even went to college. And that's not a lot of people's story, and I feel like that's why there's also a lot of like videos about, why people dropped out of art school. But I really just want to rave about particularly SCAD. I don't know about all the other art schools, but I only had to take one math class, and I've taken like maybe 4 or 5 ELA classes, and that's really it. Like most people don't do that. Most people don't get that chance or opportunity to really work in their field, like pretty much from day one. Now we had to do like basic classes and stuff like that. So like drawing classes and color theory classes and 3D and all these different type of classes just to get you a feel, and it also helps you like think like maybe I want to go to this major instead, but it's really all very like helpful, and like you have so many people at the school who help you, and especially in Atlanta, everyone is so motivated. Like I have not been around this many motivated people in my life, and I absolutely love it because it pushes me so much harder, and like we're all working together like towards our goals, which make us so inspired by each other and like make us even want to work harder. And another thing about art schools is really that like your teachers are more than just like, hey, I'm here to teach you. I went to school for a teaching degree. It's no, I worked in this field, or I still am currently working in this field. I'm working at CNN. I'm running my own design firm. I'm, like those are 2 examples of different teachers, but little things like that is what makes a huge difference, because you being able to teach what you learned 20 something years ago versus you being able to teach what you know today, currently in 2022, that right there, I love it. I absolutely love it. And you really get to build those relationships with your teachers, and like instead of like having to go to a panel or something like that, like you get those experiences right inside with the people that you know. And also your teachers are well connected because they're still in the industry, they're still in the field, they're still talking to people, still figuring stuff out. So remember those small little things like that make a huge difference, especially if you want to like go in film or fashion or graphic design or interior design. Really, art school, I feel like you should very much so consider it, especially if you're the person who's like, I'm just going to get a job and then do my passion on the side. If that's what you want, don't go to art school. It's not going to be for you. They work you to the mud, to the ground, okay? And you just have to be okay with being anxious and being all the time feeling that stress, but being able to manage it because your mental health is number one. Yeah, everyone's so motivated. Teachers are more than just teachers, they're artists. This one was a big one for me, that for some people it can like cause lack of confidence and stuff like that. But I was no longer the best artist in the room that I know. And that is so important because you get to learn from other people, and you get to really understand like how someone's culture and how someone's past classes really affected their ability and how they choose to go about their designs and their art. And I feel like that is so important, and more people should really like honor that and really have a good feeling around that, because it's so important to just have other people who are going to push you and kind of make you feel a little scared and a little competitive and a little unconfident, because it pushes you a little bit more. And some people can't handle that, and I totally get that, because like I can't handle a lot of things. I'm just really good with competition because I've been surrounded with healthy competition like my entire life. So competition now has always seemed as like, let's do it. Like, you want to be me, well, I want to beat you. So let's go at it, you know? And we're going to hug and smile at the end. But that is something that's like, I see why some people would want to drop out of art school because of that, because it's just such a pressuring environment all the time. Like, it's really like hard to handle. Another thing is that the projects are so diverse. It's not like I'm sitting there and I'm learning how to use Photoshop. It's how do you apply the skills that you know in Photoshop into this? You know, let's make an invitation. Let's make a sneaker box. I'm talking about packaging design, but let's make a series of posters. Let's try this, do that. So the briefs and having that is so nice, because your teachers are now really your employer and not your teacher. And I love that hybrid. It's always felt good and right, and it really helped me get used to critiques and know that getting critiques isn't a bad thing. It really can be a good thing, and just make your art overall better. Like, I wish I kept my drafts more so I could show like from here to here to here, and this is how we got here, and it's just insane. And we only go to school for 10 weeks at a time, which can seem really rigorous and really quick, because you know what people would do in a 16-week semester, you're really kind of doing in 10. But it also builds this tension, and then it's kind of like gives you that break, and it also helps not being able to fail as easily. I know that sounds really bad, but usually the longer you're going at something and doing something, your focus, your motivation is off. You're kind of like, I don't know about this, and so you just start slacking off. 10 weeks, you don't have time to slack off, because by week 5, you're like, well, midterms are finals are right around the corner. So, well, you might chill for a week, maybe, and you're right back at it. So, these are the reasons that I have not dropped out of art school, that I plan to graduate from SCAD actually this spring. I can't wait. I'm like literally so excited. And just the opportunities, the networking. I probably have 5 to 10 companies that I can go to apply for because of the connections I've made at SCAD. And mind you, 2 years of it has been COVID. So not to really meet these people in person, but really just talking and connecting. And even in person now, like I've been able to talk and meet so many different people. So definitely keep that in mind. If you're thinking about going to art school, if you're thinking about going to SCAD, highly recommended. Do it. Why not? And if you have any questions, I would love to answer them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.